Welcome back to the channel, baby. Thank you for tuning in, man. It means the world to me. I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart. Start things off, you can hit me with a like, share, subscribe, comment, and a little ring the bell icon thing, majigger. Appreciate you, man. Let's go and hop right into this bad boy, alright? So let the men talk.
For us, regarding affordable groceries, grants for electric cars. No, that's not going to help. Okay, housing market. How you gonna help me with that? Hear us out. Prepaid debit cards and assistance programs so that immigrants can get free houses. Oh, that
Fantastic.
I've lived here my whole life. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help my family. Okay, I got it. What can you do to help me with my electric bill? It's really high. Ban gas stoves. God damn it. No. Okay. Last year, we had a lot of issues with not being able to run our air conditioners whenever it was really hot outside, and they told us that the grid couldn't handle it to turn our air conditioners off. What can you do for us? Electric buses. EVs everywhere that require to be charged.
Dude.
It's like it's fucking opposite day. You're not listening to anything I fucking say. All right. What about, there's a lot of issues with the media being trustworthy and telling us what is actually going on. What can you do for us in regard to that? Media being trustworthy. You're going to love this. Listen, we're going to allocate millions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, to pay fact checkers to delete your posts on all your social medias whenever we don't like what they say. Yeah. It's like we're in fucking Bizarro world. Okay. Let's think. What do you guys have to say about the Ryan Garcia stuff? Like, there has to be somebody looking into that, right? Okay, you're gonna love this. We're gonna ban TikTok. Yeah. You like that? Fuck it, I give up. Go fuck yourself. What can you do?
Holy shit. God, doesn't that feel like our everyday? Every freaking day, man. You turn the news on, you're like, what are we doing? What is happening? I don't get it. They know that. They know that they're intentionally trying to piss us off at this point. There's just absolutely no doubt in my mind. Okay? Nothing like getting the boot right on your neck and then getting your face spit on, right? So it feels like, man. So now, this next one, dude. Whew! This boy goes there, son. Like, I mean, goes there. If there's a reason they want TikTok, man, this is the guy, dude.
Who actually owns BlackRock, but there's something really weird about it. Because by now we know that BlackRock is in the top 3 shareholders of basically every corporation in America and beyond. And they do this using our money in things like retirement accounts, pension funds, IRAs, exchange traded funds, mutual funds, but most people don't actually know who owns and controls BlackRock. We all know that it was founded by Larry Fink, and he's the face of the company, but he does not control it. When you try to find out who does control it, you'll usually find this list, which is the top institutional shareholders. Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street are right at the top, just like every other company. But this is not the whole story. Because if you dig deep enough, you'll find out that actually Merrill Lynch owns 45% of BlackRock. And they're considered an insider, so they don't show up on the top institutional holders list. This merger took place in 2006. So actually Merrill Lynch controls BlackRock in a big way. But who controls Merrill Lynch? Well, Merrill Lynch is actually a division of Bank of America, because Bank of America bought them out during the '08 financial collapse. So who owns Bank of America? Well, nowadays, Warren Buffett is the top shareholder of Bank of America because he owns Berkshire Hathaway, which is his billionaire investment firm. I'm still not sure what this top one is, this 25%. That's an anomaly, and I cannot corroborate what those shares are, but I found these shares. This is a screenshot from Berkshire Hathaway's 13F where they tell you all the things they hold, and I totaled up all of these Bank of America shares, and it equals 1,032,000,000 shares. That's 13% of Bank of America shares, equal to $33 billion. But I also dug in a little bit into where Bank of America came from and who founded them, and all modern banks are crazy histories of mergers and acquisitions and banks changing their names and merging with other banks, probably for no particular reason. But Bank of America traces its roots back in two different directions. One of which we're not going to talk about, and the other one is back to this Italian dude named Amadeo Giannini, who acquired what was then called Banca di America d'Italia. Sorry for that accent. Over the years, it's changed its name to Bank America, and then in the biggest merger in history, merged with Charlotte-based Nation Bank in 1998. So I just thought it was interesting that half of the lineage of Bank of America was founded by this Italian dude that got really into Italian banking back in the early 1900s, you know, when like there was a certain Italian organization that was doing a lot of things with money back then. I'm sure it was all above board though. Obviously. But anyways, back to the weird thing that I can't figure out. Bank of America owns Merrill Lynch, who owns the vast majority of BlackRock. But they don't have anyone on the board as far as I can tell. Usually, the biggest shareholders of a company have representatives on the board that sort of represent their investment. But I've just shown you the whole board of directors of BlackRock, and none of them have any real ties to Merrill Lynch or Bank of America, which seems pretty weird when you own almost half the company to not have any board members. The plot thickens. So two things. If you want to follow the history of Bank of America down the other trail, you might wind up at a certain family name that you aren't aware of that is really hard to find on the internet. That'll probably get videos taken down. Total conspiracy theories. And the other thing is, if anyone knows more than me or is literate in this or has info about why Merrill Lynch and Bank of America have no representatives on the board of BlackRock, I would love to know. After all, why would you own half of a company and then have no say in what that company's doing? Or how do they have a say? What's the story here? So
that boy is a killer, son. Oh my lord, dude. He's good at what he does. He tracked that back, dude. I mentioned him in one of my TikTok videos. This is why they want him. This shit gone, son. They don't want this out there. They don't want this is a mafia, bro. You think they want people knowing? Sounds to me like they went legit, though. Sounds to me, but guess we'll find out as time goes on. All right, now we get a little bit of levity here. All right, enough of the doom and gloom, man. God, it gets so depressing. Let's watch something funny. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, you're a Trump support, man. I support funny shit. So
the leader of ISIS, Trump, comes out of the Situation Room at like midnight, walks up in front of the entire world at midnight, and just goes, "Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog." And it's like meanest shit talk you've ever heard in front of the whole world. Right? Abu. We could hear him crying. I said, "Abu, don't cry." Don't cry. Let me tell you something. Abu cried. He cried quite a bit. I wouldn't have cried. Crybaby Baghdadi. That's what we were all calling him. So they killed him with dogs and a robot. Right? And then made fun of him for crying. Let that guy cry. That's the scariest death I've ever heard of. That dude was laying in his bed in the middle of the night. His wall exploded. Fucking 10 dogs and a robot broke into his... Dude, 10 dogs wearing helmets and goggles broke into his house. The Paw Patrol, the actual Paw Patrol.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Listen, Shane is one of my favorite upcoming...
Yeah, dude, the man's great, honestly. Like, that shit is hilarious, brother. So, all right. I always say, man, don't matter left, right, or center. Same wings to the same shit, I swear. Now, do liberals absolutely annoy the absolute ever-living shit out of me, and I think they're just kind of bad people? Yeah, for sure, unfortunately. But That's my stance right there, man. Let's get it out there. It's all bullshit. All right, hopping into the next one, man.
Is charging $98 to people to use self-checkout. Just announced it. You have to pay $98 to Walmart if you want to use the self-checkout lane. And in addition to you now paying $98, Walmart is very selectively reducing the amount of available self-checkout lanes in an attempt, because theft was so great at Walmart in the self-checkout lanes, they had to do something because they were losing so much money. They installed the self-checkout lanes thinking it would save them money on payroll. But in fact, they ended up losing 10 or 20 or 30 times more because of all of the theft. So instead of just stopping it in an attempt to recoup their money, they're now going to charge people something called Walmart Plus, which is $12 a month or $98 a year to use self-checkout, start taking away the self-checkout lanes.
These fucking crooks, man. Ah, it pisses me off. I'll never pay them a monthly. Nah. Dude, I tried that online thing, you know, every once in a while I don't want to go to the store. Then I realized I was paying Walmart a subscription fee, and I was like, what in the hell are we doing? I'm good. They make enough money, dude. They don't need a subscription fee, especially for them to have somebody bring groceries to me, man. I'll use an app if I ever get lazy again, but, you know, just crazy, man. They get you coming, they get you going, right? Don't matter. And there's people that are going to pay for that. I mean, I get it. I don't, you know, on a day-to-day basis, I kind of like dealing with people either, right? But, dude, when it comes down to it, man, these people need these jobs. I don't remember like 10, 15 years ago, I used to go up on Walmart, man, on like a Saturday. They'd have that whole setup. There'd be like 10 cashiers, man. People were working, making money. It's a shame, man, because these jobs are so important for the people. I'm not even saying comment. I don't give a shit, all right? But for the people, man, like, you know, starting off, you gotta learn these skills somewhere, somehow, man. And you knock these lower entry jobs off the market. Think about how difficult it would be if you didn't have access to these jobs as a kid to learn. I mean, it would be virtually impossible, man. So, really disturbing where we're headed with everything. Everybody's getting replaced. And trust me, I'm not secure either in my own job, right? They're coming out with these AI self-driving trucks. I'm like, man, that's going to suck when that day comes. But with that being said, I'm hoping they can't figure out dump trucks, right? I'm hoping, because they gotta go off road. There's like super niche things you gotta do. Who's gonna scrape the bed out when it gets a little messy? You know what I'm saying? So I think that, but everybody would be gunning for those jobs, you know. So, but with that being said, man, we're all at threat with this AI revolution thing, and then corporations further trying to screw us around every corner. So. But just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. Appreciate you for tuning in. If you get me, once again, with the like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the little bell icon thing. Be dope, man. Later on, you guys have a good one.